Hello, Louisiana Beer Reviews. We're doing a duo review of a beer that actually has been on the market for 2 years, but we didn't start getting it around here until about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, it's my understanding that this was a brewery only release where you could only get it at the brewery.
Okay, so they started selling it in the stores. So
Yeah,
here it is,
Infinite
Ghost. It's from Parish Brewing. It's got kind of like purplish skulls and then blue on the other side. And
Yeah, this is just a rendition or another edition of Ghost in the Machine. Now, Ghost in the Machine was the original New England style, which then became known as the Dirty Coast style, which is nothing more than just New England cloudy, which is unfinished beers.
So this beer is about 2.5 weeks old, and they use only one type of hop, Citra, and they say, well, actually two subtypes. They use Citra, and then in the mid-boil they said they add Citra. What's the name of that hop? I can't remember the name of it. It's a special kind of Citra, and then they add something called Citra terpenes to it.
Which is what?
It's like oil from the, like turpentine is oil from like a pine tree.
Mm-hmm.
Citra terpenes is like oil from a hop.
Okay.
To help flavor it. Oh yeah,
So
it's called Citra Spectrum. That's what it's called, Citra Spectrum.
So the style, like we already said, it's just going to be cloudy. It's going to look like an orange milkshake, like an orange Julius.
Yeah, it's opaque. It's like cream yellow. Has a relatively thin off-white head. It looks so strange. Even today, 2024, these look strange.
It smells like stinky pot.
I didn't really notice that.
Well, you've never smoked pot before.
Well, I've been to a Rush concert.
I've been to a Rush concert.
I went to see Ozzy Osbourne twice, so I'm new to the smell.
So it does have what would more commonly be known as a dank smell, where it just smells like burnt pot.
My impression, and I can only speak for myself, obviously, like everyone else in the world, my impression is that it smells like some breadiness, like white bread, real light white bread, and then like pineapple, kind of like pineapple-y hops. Not pine oil,
No,
like from a pine tree.
Smells like pot.
Really? Okay.
I'm not getting any pineapple. I'm getting an overwhelmingly burnt marijuana smell. And that must be from the hops, or what you call the hop oils. Now, hops are related to marijuana,
Yeah.
so that's why they would get to have the same kind of smell.
Yeah, the citrus terpene.
So,
all right, cheers.
cheers. Does look like orange juice. It's just like orange juice. Tastes like Ghost in the Machine.
Yeah, very much like it.
Tastes almost identical to the last Ghost in the Machine that I was buying. When was the last one? Well, kind of regular. I would say it was 2016, 2017. I was still interested in the Ghost in the Machine hazy, and it just tastes like Ghost in the Machine from that time.
Now, the bitterness is present, but it is not a strong bitter beer. I would say it's like 3.5 out of 5 hop cones and like 3.5 out of 5 sweetness. So that's balanced.
Now, the one thing I do appreciate about this beer is that in the style, you expect to get that kind of chalkiness and that kind of chunkiness of husk or grains. And I'm not really getting it on this. This is smooth.
Yeah, I agree
It's
with
got
that.
this kind of like even kind of bitter line with it, where it's not up down anywhere. There's a slight pith going on with it, which I would assume is coming from the hops, considering how much you paid for this.
It's medium bodied, has a mostly dry finish. Yeah, $22.99, man. That's for a 4-pack. That's getting after tax. It's over $25. It's expensive, and I'll let you give a score before I give a score.
Well, that marijuana aroma has subsided, so I don't know if that was just something present within, and then once you released it, boom, it came out of the air and it's gone. I don't really know. It's ghost in a machine to me.
You know, $6.30 a can after tax. Yeah.
It's good. Is it the higher echelon of a double IPA? Yes. Is it along the greatness scales? Very close to it. Is it along the lines of Dogfish 120?
Oh, well, that's so different.
Well, I'm just saying, along the lines. I didn't say it was exactly like it. So don't feed on my words.
I won't. I'll starve if I feed on those words.
I'd say it's in it's in the same field as a Dogfish 120.
How you mean it's in the same field? Like,
Well, I can't say it tastes like
Oh, you're
Dogfish
talking about the
120
quality,
because
right?
I just got
Quality.
corrected as I was trying to describe what
I was
category
trying
or
to
where it should
I was
be.
trying to understand how you were framing it. You mean like in the quality level, not
Yes.
the style.
In the quality level.
Oh,
So, this is a very clean Ghost in the Machine with a new name. Infinite Ghost. I'm sure there's a story behind this. Pardon me, but I didn't read up on what the
I read the
story was.
website. It didn't really say much. Had one little small paragraph.
Brewed and canned by Parish. Infinite Ghost. Fancy can. Yeah, there's no information on it, so...
They don't even get the IBUs on the website, which I'm guessing are probably around 55.
So I guess that's the mystique of this brewery, is that they just give little to no information and they want you to make it up as you go along.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a 95. I really wish they would give us some more information on this beer, or I'm just gonna keep on calling it Ghost in the Machine, because that's what it tastes like. It tastes like Ghost in the Machine from 7 years ago, but it was still great.
It's very similar to Ghost in the Machine. It's a variant of it. That's why they're using the name. And they've been doing collaborations with other breweries along the lines with the Ghost.
I mean, like that okra.
Just branch offs of Ghost in the Machine, yeah. I think to me, it's sort of bland. I'll be honest. To me, it's sort of bland. And
Your taste buds are off then.
no.
You drink something, your taste buds are off. I'm getting total Ghost in the Machine on this.
Oh, I'm not disputing that. I just think it's kind of bland. I mean, is it a
Bland.
good? Is it a good beer? Yeah, it's good.
This is not bland.
Okay.
This is probably one of their great double IPAs that they made. Opus was a good one. There was a couple of them they put out.
Opus Ferret? But that was a pale ale, right? No, right? Yeah. Wasn't
No, it was a double IPA.
it?
Had the little astronaut on the front of it.
Yeah, I remember.
It was
It
a
was like a real
double
dark
IPA.
can.
Apparently, you checked out of the beer scene for a while.
I don't recall how that happened.
Oh, that's right. That's when you were in the Four Locos scene. Now, this is very good. This is
Alright.
upper echelon of what they put out in this style. So yeah, it's deserving of 95 in my book.
I'm gonna go 87. I think it's good, but it's just good.
What? An 87?
It's a good beer. I like it.
That's blasphemous.
I wouldn't pay $22.99 for a 4-pack. I wouldn't, unless I went mad. But I mean, I did pay that because you insisted that we try it. I wouldn't have bought it on my own, but you kind of. But I don't mind that because you pushed me, you prompted me to do it, and we split. You said, well, what if we split it? I said, okay. So I did it, went for it.
It's a very good beer. I mean, I could think of other local double IPAs that are bland, like you said, And one would be that number one coming to Baton Rouge. That one to me is bland. And to you it might not be. I think you drank something. Are you sick again? You're coughing?
I just think you're attacking me, and
Should I get a mask? Should I get a mask?
you know, it's an 8-point difference. It's a pretty big difference, but
That's a big difference.
I'm going to still call it as I see it. I did a solo this morning, and I thought the same thing. I was sitting on the back porch like, it's kind of bland.
You don't deserve to drink the rest of this. The blasphemy. You better stay out of the bayous.
I've had so many of these hazy IPAs. Some are more blander than these, like the ones from Houston, from Spindletap. Those were so dull.
This is not bland.
In my opinion, it's sort of bland. I didn't say it was like totally bland.
This is quintessential, probably one of the best Ghost in the Machine beers I've tasted.
Yeah.
Yes.
Back years ago when I first had Ghost in the Machine, it was pretty good. I was never amazed by it.
I was going to go higher than 95, but I knew you were going to freak out.
I wouldn't have cared. You could have said 110. I wouldn't have cared. I would have.
It's a very good beer. If you see it, you know, if you're not concerned about price tag and you see this somewhere, pick it up. It's again, the price is a little steep, but I think what you get out of it is good compared to the rest of those double IPAs, those New England styles where they taste like milk or Fruity Pebble milk juice.
Yeah, I agree.
Or, you know, and the IBAs are low. The IBUs are not low in this.
I say about 55. It's not low, but it's, you know, moderate. To me, okay, one more thing before we get off this.
No, I'm still tasting IBUs. I think they're higher. I think they're pushing like 70.
Yeah, well, they don't release it. So it's all
Well, it also
like you
is
said,
not a sweet IPA.
Like you said, you have to just interpret it for yourself. So
It's not a sweet IPA. I kind of enjoy the fact that those flavors are melged together. Like I said, this is one of the best ones that I've tasted by this company.
I find it's kind of simplistic. Like you get the breadiness from the malt, which they don't even bother telling you what the malts are, but I would assume some sort of pale malts, which would make sense. We know what the hops are. Citra, and then midway through they add the Citra, whatever I called that. I keep forgetting the name of it. And then they add the terpene, Citra terpene. So it's Citra. Isn't there one from Founders that's an all Citra beer?
Centennial.
Yeah, it's very similar to that. Not as refined.
No, this is not like Centennial.
And the flavor.
No.
But the Centennial's more refined.
It's two different styles IPAs.
I know that.
One's clear, the other one's cloudy. But this one is cloudy on a different scale. It's not cloudy by oat or wheat or anything like that. I'm not tasting it. Like I told you, it's refined. I don't know if it's filtered. Like they take the wort and just keep it dirty and then filter it.
I have no idea. To me, it's just a little bit too simplistic.
Fine. I'll take the rest of the beers.
So you're saying most excellent, and I'm saying good.
Absolutely, it's the most excellent beer.
Okay, well,
definitely.
Yeah. So that's.
And you know, there for a while, I was calling the best beer that this company made Rev.
I do love Rev.
I was always calling. I tell everyone what, and if they ask me, what was the best beer they made? Rev.
It's better than this. Definitely, but that's a style.
It's a whole different style.
Yeah, just
That's a coffee style.
I would obviously rather. I mean, I would rather drink that than this. I don't hate this. If I hated it, I'd give it a D.
Look,
giving it a B.
When their QA is on, it's spot on. You know, and it is obviously spot on with this beer.
When it's yeah,
I've had it where it wasn't spot on. We've all went through those years with Parish Brewing.
So we're coming in around an A- average. I'm saying B, and you're saying A, so it's kind of an A-. So y'all decide. It's your money. You want to buy it. I'm saying, nah, it doesn't really live up to the price point.
Don't listen to him.
You're saying yes, it does.
Just don't. Just take $25 and go buy yourself a 4-pack. It's worth it.
Yeah. You say so. I don't agree, but that's how we do the videos. We don't always agree. So, all right. So, laissez-aller, bon temps relais, and we're going to end this review by saying y'all go to
Broussard,
Louisiana, and
south of Lafayette.
but it is in Lafayette Parish, but it is south of the city of Lafayette, and take a brewery tour.
Drink better beer, kids.